Big hi to my AKOU army, and look what we got on the table. Another update about the BFT47. We're not going to bullshit around. Let's jump straight into the swamp. Vietnam era camel deserves a Vietnam era treatment. Magazine is loaded, guys, so I'm going to put it to the rifle, put the round to the chamber, and now of course we have to dip it to the swamp, and we will see how that's going to work. So let me throw it right away. Boom, beautiful. Don't want to lose it. Oh, went deep. So we have stormy weather coming in for the next few days, so it should be interesting to see how those storms will work out, but that should be still plenty of moisture, and we'll see how this rifle will handle all the swamp dip. So we'll go back in around 72 hours, fish it out, and we'll see where we're standing with it. Alright, time to pull the beast out of the water. We will see if any kind of paint survived. Let me pull the rope. Alright, oh boy, that sits really deep. Hey, the paint is still on the stock. Of course, we got the mud on the front post. Let me clean it a little bit. It's not coming out, that's okay. Optic still working. Optic is still working. So, let me just dump the water and scan quickly. Okay, horses and cows are right there. I'm shooting here, nothing here. We are separated by the trees. No dogs, no geese. Okay, everyone should be safe. I'm lowering the safety already. All right, let's rock and roll. Like a sewing machine. Nothing here. Let me dump the magazine. I'll come closer. The magazine is out. Don't want to sink in the mud. Magazine is out, and no round in the chamber, just the smoke. And look at that, guys. The mud fall out from the front post. Let me dip it a little bit more. This is where it sunk. The paint is holding up nicely, huh? All right. Let's shoot a few more rounds from it, from a few more magazines. We'll see how it's handling. But also the optic is still working. The illumination came on. It's that motion sensor. That's freaking awesome. So this is really cool. And there you go. So the water swamp survival test completed. Okay, so as you can see, the rifle can take the extended period of time in the swamp like a champ. And I will tell you, I was running this rifle before this update, or for this update, suppressed with different types of ammo, brass ammo too, right? Century, hey. And I was pointing to the joke about the brass ammo, because some might not know, there was a claim made that the brass ammo is damaging the AKs. So let's just say this rifle handles the brass cased ammo very well. All right, and we'll leave it at that. But moving forward, zero malfunctions as far as mechanical functioning, and the rifle shoots still very accurately. As I said, I ran it suppressed because I used for another videos about the optics and everything, and then I put more stress on just making few mag dumps and things like this. So there are different types of the ammo being pushed, different rounds in different setups, different configurations at the front end, and zero malfunctions, zero mechanical issues. Now, that being said, let's dive in and we'll see what's happening inside, because after the swamp I did not check how the guts are looking like. I just hose sprayed everything, and that's it. So we will see what's happening there. But I want to say that I don't have, you know, so far problems with the rifle functioning, so that's a good thing, and hopefully it will stay that way. The finish took, by the way, the swamp really nicely, so I'm happy about that, the finish I applied. All right, let me pull out the bolt and the bolt carrier, and we'll put we can put the rifle here. I also got the no-go gauge. We're going to do the no-go gauge test today. So there is some surface rust, and as I said, 72 hours in the swamp, that's a lot. That was expected, and then hosing down. So surface rust, but like literally I can wipe it off with my fingers. The locking locks on the bolt are looking flat. There is no deformation here whatsoever, and the front of the bolt is looking good too. Back of the bolt is looking great too. So this is looking really nice. I'm kind of puzzled by this. Is this the spider web or something? I think the spider planted some, I don't know, it's some garbage. It's not the spider web, it's some garbage, which I probably will fish out something from the swamp. But everything here is looking good. Again, the surface rust on the bolt carrier, but I do not see any damages to the cam channel, and wow, the rear of the bolt is still looking awesome, guys. Not much happening, and that's how you want to keep it. So that's cool. Let's have a look into the mouth or to the guts of the rifle. Again, some surface rust inside the receiver on the magazine locking points. More garbage, and I knew you know, we pick out some shit from the swamp. That's normal, so that's okay. And it's interesting because even I cycle magazines after that, and it didn't, you know, matter that much, whatever. But right locking shoulder is looking okay, and the left one we good too. So that's for the trunnion. The trigger is still looking fine. Everything here is looking very nice. And at the bottom of the trunnion we are good. Now that I have the rifle in this position, let me check the rivets. Rivets are holding up, guys. I don't see any gaps, nothing happening on this side. And the same on the side row side, nothing. So really good. And the trigger guard is looking good too. I mean, rivets on the trigger guard are looking good too. Speaking about the side rail, in order to put the master mount on it, I had to open up that channel on the side rail because it was slightly different than what you expect. So whoever is making those side rails, or is it Century or Arms Production, they are not truly a copy of what you have on the AKs normally. But that being said, you know, like other mounts, like ours Regulate, will fit without any issues. But the reason why the master mount is having that problem, because they're using that large as an extra camming point. So you can either modify the back or modify the channel here. So I did the channel here, and it's working great. Now let's see. How can I can open retard strength in action. Hulk smash. Let me pull out the gas tube, and here's the pirate for you guys. And inside the gas tube everything is looking cool and normal. I don't see any damages. So look into the handguard. Handguard is holding up, and oh yeah, I think I found that little fella who was trying to, that's just dirt. Let me scoop it, and yep, something died there. Whatever it was, something died there in the swamp. It was just a dead body, but it's gone now. All right, quick. The people who are watching this for the first time, they're like, what's going on? But yeah, sometimes in the swamp you can fish out strange things. All right, look into the gas block. Gas block is looking okay. I don't see anything there. So all that front end here is holding up and is looking okay. Let me quickly check the pins for the gas block. They are looking good, and for the front post, same here. You may see the little gap, whatever, I mean, no matter, there you go, little gap here between the muzzle device and the front post, and that's how they lock. Whatever, you know, muzzle device I put, there's always that gap between the front post and the muzzle devices. On this AK, that's not like I didn't tighten it, but it's holding up because there is a retaining pin and everything. So, and the barrel is concentric, zero problem with suppressing this rifle. So that's it for this part. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to quickly change and go back to the setup for the no-go gauge, and we'll try to run the no-go gauge on it. Alright guys, no-go gauge express is ready. We're moving slowly towards the chamber, and there's no way. There's like literally you cannot push it in. One more time just to make sure, and one more time for non-believers. And you'll see I'm applying the force, like you can really tell, and there's no way. So no-go gauge test passed. The dimensions did not change and we are still good, and the rifle is cleared for another punishment, and we still have some funny stuff left in the box. I wanna thank you, big thanks to one of the members right here, the name is right here. He donated the ammo. He sent out like 1,000 rounds of the Red Army standard ammo, so thank you very much. Alright guys, this is it. That was the update on the progress with BFT47. So far, so good. We'll keep pushing rounds, and at some point after the drop test and the accuracy test, because we have to do that. And Ula, are we going to do the Centornado test too?
Of course we will.
Alright, Centornado test too. So when we
and the drops.
And yeah, I talked about the drops already. So we're going to give that rifle away to you, if anything will be left from it. But so far it's holding up. Alright, thanks for watching. Thanks for being with us. As always, it was a pleasure to be in your house. Thank you guys. Bye. See you in the next video.